What up, Knicks family? It's Phil of the Knicks Morning Brew, back with another episode of The Good, The Bad, and The Ugly, and let's discuss yesterday's game against the Toronto Raptors. First, I want to jump into the good. The good for me was RJ Barrett, okay? And I know his field goal percentage was not that impressive, but in our starting five, the only people that had semi-impressive numbers when it came to field goal percentage were Grimes and Mitchell Robinson. Our three guys that are typically our guys, Randall, RJ, and Jalen, all suffered when it came to field goal percentage. So I'm going to forget about that, but RJ gets it for his 32 points. His free throw percentage was on point, and for posterizing Scotty Barnes. Okay, in that last 6.6 seconds, RJ gets the ball off that rebound, off their missed free throw attempt, and you see that determination in his eyes. He had the eye of the tiger, and he went coast to coast, wanting and knowing that he was going to score. He had a confidence about him that made him take the ball completely down the court, pass through the defenders, and make a posterizing dunk on Scotty Barnes. That was a monstrous dunk for that point in the game, and honestly, it gave us hope going into overtime. So props to RJ Barrett. I want to see that kind of drive and that kind of determination and that kind of confidence moving forward the rest of the season. There are many people that deserve to be posterized like Scotty Barnes was, and I want to see RJ Barrett do that. So I gotta move to my bad. The bad has to be Obi Toppin's minutes. Okay? I understand that he's coming back from an injury, but he has shown that he is ready to play, and we are not giving him those opportunities. He had a few bad games, but he started off well yesterday. He was 50% from field goal. He was 1 for 1 from 3. He had 2 rebounds, 1 steal, yet he was only given 11 minutes. I don't know what we expect with somebody getting 11 minutes. Like, how is he going to bounce back from what he just went through when he's got 11 minutes to do so? How is he ever going to develop into the star that some of us fans truly believe he can be at 11 minutes? It makes no sense. When you got guys like RJ Barrett playing 49 minutes, Julius Randle playing 42 minutes, Jalen Brunson playing 43 minutes, there has to be kind of a balance. There has to be some kind of balance of these minutes. It really just does not make sense, and I'm scared for the future of Obi Toppin with this kind of rotation and with this kind of mishandling of a really great talent. So I got to get to my ugly, and for me, that was Jalen Brunson. And I know some of you are probably thinking I'm talking about the missed three-pointer at the end of the game, but I'm not, okay? Don't get me wrong. When he missed that shot, I was frustrated, okay? I texted Jiggaman and I texted Hector in our group chat immediately that I was frustrated that we missed that shot, that I was frustrated that that is how we lost the game. But when I sat back, I started to think about it. And I was like, man, if he would have made that shot, I would have been all over that group text message. I would have been all over Twitter, all over Instagram, all over Facebook, talking about how Captain Clutch won us the game in overtime with a three-pointer. So I don't want to be that guy. I don't want to be the guy that if he makes it, I throw a party, but if he misses, I throw stones. That's not cool. So I looked back at the footage and I realized, okay, this was not a forced shot. If it was a forced three, then yeah, I'm going to throw some stones. But it wasn't. It was a well-taken shot. His defender was past him. He had the open shot from the three-point line, and it just did not fall. He shot it with confidence, which is what we want. He thought it was going in. Our bench thought it was going in, and it just didn't. So I don't want to throw shade there. For me, Jalen Brunson gets the ugly category because of his 2 assists in 43 minutes. Yes, 2 assists in 43 minutes. That is absurd to me, okay? I know you are a bucket getter, Jalen Brunson, but you can't just be a bucket getter if you are our point guard, okay? A point guard is supposed to facilitate the offense. Our point guard is supposed to create plays for our team. ISO ball is not a way of running the offense, and it's definitely not a way of creating plays. Like, no one else is involved when you are full focus ISO mode. So if you look at the contrast of who we were playing against, Fred VanVleet as their point guard, he had 8 assists, 8 to 2. Makes a huge difference in the productivity of the rest of your team. VanVleet also had more points on less field goal attempts than Jalen Brunson. And I think that comes from people knowing that he has some other things in his belt that he can do. He can create for others, so they have to guard both of those, which creates for easier and better shots. When it comes to Jalen Brunson, I do not think people are afraid of the assists that he is going to create, and that is going to hinder who he can be as a point guard for us. So that is why Jalen Brunson got my ugly this week, which is really, really hard to say since he's one of my favorite players, but I gotta call everybody out when it needs to be. So Jalen Brunson, do better. And for the rest of us Knicks fans, hope you guys have a great day, and I look forward to connecting with you guys again.